Well, I bet she's really gutted that this slipped out. Let's begin. Now, of course, as a government, it doesn't look really too good, does it, if you miss targets? Not only for the party, but let's face it, you constantly pee off the voters, which, let's face it, Labour don't exactly really need much hand in doing at the moment, do they? So I guess in an exercise to minimise that risk as much as possible, what do? Kick out Keir Starmer, Maria? Unfortunately not. Instead, it seems the Labour Party, or actually Angela Rayner, has been given Sadiq Khan a helping hand, which, let's face it, is going to pee a load of people off. And I say that because according to this article, it says that Angela Rayner has been left red-faced as she's caught fixing Sadiq Khan's targets. So, let me get this straight. You've presumably got someone in charge of an area who, I guess, is probably not competent enough to do it. So what do? Get rid of them, replace them with someone else, or maybe, just maybe, reduce those very targets? I mean, just listen to this.
On the subject of the NPPF, I'm very grateful for the letter the Right Honourable Lady sent to me on Saturday. I enjoyed reading it, especially where she attempts to explain why she's reduced Sadiq Khan's London targets, and even more when she highlights that he's consistently under-delivered. But my question is, if other local leaders miss their new housing targets, will she reduce their targets too?
I mean, I find it astonishing, Mr. Speaker, when the government miss their targets every single year. And as the Housing Minister has already set out, our methodology is about realistic and expectations that people can meet. We will not shy away from the decisions that need to be made to make sure that we build the homes that people need. That's why we were elected, and that's what the Honourable Member needs to realise.
And as usual, it seems the Labour Party's response is to blame the previous government. But unfortunately for Angela Rayner, there is something else, which let's just say has come back to bite her in the bum. Her very words. But just what are they then? Well, in a tweet from Angela herself, she said, will May, as in Theresa May, confirm that 10 million pensioners lose their winter fuel payments if the Tories are re-elected. And this was on May the 29th, 2017. And of course, fast forward 7 years, and unfortunately for Angela, it's her party who is now taking that away from the pensioners. Which, let's face it, can only mean she's eating humble pie, or maybe she's developed a taste for curry after the curry and beer night, work meeting that they had some time ago, eh? Either way though, Labour's words and future policies will no doubt bite them in the bum in the time to come, and who knows how many more things we find out that previous Labour MPs have slagged the Tories off for, only to actually do it themselves. But unfortunately for Sadiq Khan, he hasn't exactly been let off the hook there either, because according to this article, it says that TfL, which obviously he is in charge of as far as I'm aware, has been hit by a huge cyber attack as millions of commuters are sent an important update. So, just what has been going on? Apparently, it says that the Transport for London, the TfL, has called in the National Crime Agency following a huge cyber attack, whilst also sending an important update to millions of commuters. Because let's face it, you're going to be pretty peed off, aren't you, if your details are going to be leaked all over the place. And hopefully that hasn't happened. But don't worry, because it says technology experts are trying to determine the damage that was caused by the breach. But of course, TfL has said that the early indications are that consumer data has not been compromised by the cyber attack, adding that the transport network and other services have not been affected. And remember that first bit of that sentence, early indications. So I'm guessing if they look into this a little bit more, there's always the chance that they do find that, oh, hang on, actually, millions of people's details have actually, unfortunately, been leaked out. Although hopefully that is not the case. The security of our systems and customer data are very important to us, they say, and we will continue to assess the situation throughout and after the incident. So hang on, this isn't even over when they're saying this, so surely that whilst at the time of saying that no details leaked out, there's always a possibility that they might actually do before it's over. I mean, surely the best thing would have been to say was, we'll keep you updated and let you know. It does also say the BBC, so who knows how true that is, have reported that employees have been asked to work from home if possible, and the cyber attack has mainly affected the transport providers, backroom systems and corporate headquarters. Well, I'd like to see how a tube train driver can work from home. Maybe he's going to be taking a load of Zoom calls around with him, eh? And as for Angela Rayner herself, she said on council tax, Westminster has no plans to increase English council taxes, but refused to say whether she would scrap the single-person discount to the bill, which unfortunately would affect quite a lot of people, especially as 25% of the bill is quite a lot of money for people to find, eh?